Good morning, bright blessings, happy full moon to everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful start to this amazing time of year. We are officially in the witching season, harvest season. I am on countdown to Samhain, to Halloween. Time is going by super quick, and this is a very special and exciting time of the year. I am going to share with you guys a ritual. I actually did this video 2 days ago and I put it up in my Facebook group so the group members would have an opportunity to do this if they wanted to, either for the full moon, it can be done for new moon, it can be done on Samhain, or pretty much any time. I do a prosperity pumpkin. I only do it once a year because pumpkins are only here once a year, so it is a little bit more special, a little bit different than everything else that I share, what I do throughout the year, and it works. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you decide to try it out and see if it works for you. If you do, I would love to hear about it. Let me know, if you did it, what the results were, what you used. I think that would be really, really fun. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of next week's videos. I will be posting spell recipes twice a week for the entire month of October. If I can manage a third one in, I definitely will. Aside from the spells, there will still be, tips, advice, and rituals, recipes, how to mix oils. There's a lot of different content that I have for this month to share with you guys to increase your magic, increase your prosperity, to help you be better at your craft and manifest whatever it is that you're trying to work on, and just help you grow on your spiritual journey and your spiritual path, okay? If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really love to try to get this video to 300 likes. That would make me feel good and let me know you guys do enjoy what I'm sharing, and it also helps the video get circulated more, so more people that may need help with their candle work or may need some sort of abundance spell to help them, they're able to get that information, okay? I appreciate it so much. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and here's the video. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. We are officially approaching and coming up on the full moon. That is this Thursday, is when it will be at its fullest. It's 100% fullness, and this is the first full moon of the harvest season. In my previous video, I said that this was a harvest full moon. It's a hunter's full moon in October. Harvest moons are in September, but it is the first official full moon since autumn has started, which makes it a little extra special, okay? I'm not going to go into all the details in the group video because this one I really wanted to just show you the tutorial of how to put together your pumpkin and the ingredients that I'm using and how I do mine. But this video will be posted up on my YouTube channel a little bit later today. So if you are, if you're new to practicing magic, or you're still learning about the significance of harvest season, what the month of October symbolizes and represents, then you can definitely check out the full video a little bit later, okay? Let's see. Somebody had asked me if they could use something other than a pumpkin. Sure. I mean, I don't see why not. It just won't be a prosperity pumpkin, a ritual, but if you feel inclined to use something different and it works, well, by all means, go for it. I mean, hey, who am I to judge? I am sharing with you guys what I have done every year, and I've seen results. So, I can only really share based on my own personal experiences. But if you feel like using a turnip or an apple, I don't know. Or if you have done this prosperity pumpkin before and you have another way of doing it, by all means, please share in the group. I would, I'm here to learn just like the rest of you, so I'd love to see that. So right now I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm using, the candle that I have, and my pumpkin, and kind of just walk you through it. This is super simple, super easy, very effective. And there's no right or wrong way to really do this. It's all about the intention, and it's all about what works best for you, okay? At the end of this video, if for whatever reason you don't necessarily want to do like a prosperity pumpkin, like a money drawing, but you still want to use this, but for something else, you can do that. You do have a few alternative type of candles or type of rituals that you can combine with this pumpkin. You may have to do a little homework and swap out like the essential oils or the ingredients to fit your needs, but you can utilize this for a different type of ritual. Or maybe you don't have access to what I'm using, which is the glass 7-day candle. So you can use another type of candle. Feel free to kind of, tweak it to whatever works for you, okay? This is, like I said, super easy. It shouldn't be complicated at all. And more or less it's kind of fun. And at the end of the day, I chose a pumpkin because pumpkins represent prosperity. And I think that's what we are all leaning towards. You are free to do this during the full moon. You do not have to do this during the full moon. You can do this anytime you want or anytime during October. The reason why I only do it once a year is because that's the only time pumpkins are available, and that's sort of what this season represents. I put up a post yesterday for the black candle clearing ritual. You could use that spell to clear away anything that may be financially blocked, or your good luck or your prosperity, if you wanted to. I've never done a black candle ritual with the pumpkin, but if you wanted to do that, you could. So just trying to give you guys some different options. What I have down here below is just some ideas, some templates. Feel free to use this exact recipe. Feel free to use none of it at all and do whatever you want to do. Hey, whatever works, as long as you get the results you're looking for. So I'm gonna stop blabbing. I said I was gonna keep this as a short video. And yeah, let's check out what I have and get our pumpkin started. All right, so here are the ingredients that I am going to be using. I selected these because I figured they were relatively common spices and things that most people may already have at home. If you don't, it's fine, don't worry about it. You don't have to run out to the store and go get them. If you only had maybe 1 or 2 of these, it's all about the intention behind the work. So your prosperity pumpkin will be just as effective. I have a cinnamon stick, some rice, some black eyed peas. Feel free to substitute those with any bean or grain. You can use oats, you can use barley, you can use cream of wheat. If you want, if you don't have black eyed peas, use whatever it is that you have on hand. A citrine stone, some coins, and I have some whole allspice and whole cloves. I chose this combination because it does represent prosperity, and these are known for drawing in luck and money, but switch them, swap them out, whatever is easiest for you. You can also use these in the powdered form if you don't have them in their whole form. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. If I had powder, then I would have used that. I've got a single dollar and an ancestor offering. I will be offering this pumpkin to Oshun. She's the deity that I work with, and orange is her color, and she likes pumpkins, so I will be giving this as a symbol of my gratitude to her. You by no means have to do that if you don't work with spirits or ancestors or deities or anything. Perfectly fine. This pumpkin is magical on its own, and you will still see results, so don't worry about feeling like you need to do that. I was led to use an orange candle. If you're doing this for money drawing, traditionally you would use green, but some people seem to have success with yellow or orange or even red. Sometimes red is the lucky color for many individuals in their candle magic. So go ahead and use whatever color candle works best for you. So I'm back. I've got my pumpkin all washed and cleaned out. Well, cleaned out to my best ability. I probably could have did that a little bit better, but I mainly just want it to be clean enough to be able to stick my candle down inside of. All right, so what I do when I'm getting ready to add all of my ingredients inside of the pumpkin, first and foremost, before I touch them, before I do anything else, I always wash my hands or Florida water my hands is one. But most importantly, the most important part of this ritual is to take a few minutes and center myself, say a few words or thoughts of acknowledgement and gratitude, okay? We want to be grateful to the energies that these beautiful grains and spices and beans and squash has to offer. All right, we do need to remember that these were living and growing out of the ground at one point before they were, you know, taken from the earth for our consumption or for our ritual, whatever it is that we use them for. And again, this is the time of year for gratitude and for, you know, harvesting and sitting down and sharing foods and things like that. So we want to be very grateful. We're doing a prosperity ritual with, you know, foods and spices that we are fortunate enough to even have access to, unlike many others, okay? So really important to just take a minute and thank the energies, thank the universe or your spirits or your angels or whom or whatever it is that you acknowledge or believe, or wherever your, you know, feel your source of life comes from, and acknowledge that. The next thing, once you are done with that, is I take my hand, and I always place my hand over, there's gonna be a shadow here, I always place my hand over the ingredients that I'm using. So whether it's the candle, the pumpkin, the grains, the spices, whatever it is, I take a few minutes and individually, one by one, I will put a little energy. You know, just by holding your hand over, you're putting in energy. I am sending some Reiki energy, but I will visualize each one of these with my eyes closed, the rice, the beans, the allspice, the cinnamon. And, you know, I'm aligning myself with it and telling it what its purpose is and what it is going to do for me, what this ritual, essentially what I want, you know, what I want these tools to do in this ritual. And then I start adding my, adding everything into my pumpkin. There is no order, you know, it just goes in however I decide to put it in. I will, and I don't have it with me, I should have mentioned this earlier, I will throw a little bit of oil down inside the pumpkin. It's just something I do, again, optional, but I will put my oil down in here, add, oops, sorry about that, add all of my ingredients, add my money, stick my candle down there, and then, you know, take this over to my altar where I will sit in meditation for a few minutes, or whatever it is you normally do, and light my candle and put out my intentions. Also, you can, if you want, put a written petition down inside of here or write directly on your candle if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, by all means, feel free to do so. So that's it. That is it. That is the prosperity pumpkin.
Okay, easy, right? I told you guys, simple 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of little steps, but it is a easy, fun ritual to do. Now, once your candle is done and you have completed, you know, however many days you're going to be working on this, what do you do with it? Hopefully, you know, granted that your pumpkin does last on your altar for, I would say maybe 5 days at the most before it starts to kind of decay. It might not even last that long, so if you get 3 out of it, good. You have options. What I do is I take my pumpkin out to a like local park, depending on where I go, and I'll bury mine. I'll put it back down into the earth, give it to the earth, where it will be one with nature and, you know, enrich the soil and grow. And with that, you know, my request should grow. That's another reason why I use such a small pumpkin, because it's easier to bury. If you get this gigantic, you know, mumbo jumbo pumpkin, then you're probably not going to want to bury it because it's a lot of work, and, you know, you don't want people looking at you like, why is this weirdo trying to bury a big old pumpkin? And yeah, just the disposal, you know, kind of stand out walking down the street with a pumpkin. But you can leave it out in nature, leave it by a tree, leave it by, you know, running water someplace in nature is perfectly fine. If you don't have that option, maybe you live someplace where you can't do that, you don't have a backyard or something like that, and you have to, if you have to, you know, simply dispose of it, or your only option is to throw it away, fine, go ahead and do that.
All right, so
you just,
here
you know,
are
again, you just
the
want to
few
always
examples of other candles that you can use for this pumpkin
using its
ritual.
energy to manifest whatever you need.
I'm sorry, you guys, I wasn't able to record a tutorial for each candle and what you can dress them with.
That's preferred, but
however, between
you know,
the abundance of
if you can't,
information
it's not
in
going to
Let's
affect
Talk
the results.
Magic,
It's just-
my YouTube channel, and
it's just
Handy
something that
Dandy Google,
feel
I
better
am
doing,
confident
that's all. But
you
hey,
will be able to figure
I'm
it
not
out.
trying to tell you what to do, I'm just making suggestions, so do you. All right, I think I covered everything. I am going to add just a short little clip, or maybe just a short picture to the end of this video with the other candles that I mentioned if you want to use something different. These are just some examples to give you some ideas. And, you know, leave any questions, any comments that you have if you plan on doing this for the full moon. If you don't, that's fine. I'm gonna post a picture of mine. I would love to see you guys put the picture of yours up. I understand some people are, you know, not comfortable with showing their spiritual work, or feel like they shouldn't show it until it's over and manifested. Hey, totally cool. If you don't want to, if you do mind, you know, don't mind sharing, and you're okay with posting your picture, I would like to see how your pumpkin looks. I might go back and decorate this on the outside. I'm not sure yet, but we will see. I also will be posting this over on Let's Talk Magic. I wanted to do this with you guys exclusively, so I didn't post anything in Let's Talk Magic, but it will be, you know, it will be on YouTube. So if you want to share your photos over there for others to see, I think that would be very inspiring and very helpful also, but up to you. No pressure. All right, you guys, bright blessings, happy full moon, happy Tuesday, happy harvest season. Yeah, man, peace and love. Let's try to spread a little bit more of that. I think we all need it right about now. All right, talk to you guys soon.